The mystery of the Slender Man. Have you heard of it? Could it be true? I will warn you in advance. Do not watch this video in the dark. I'm Stallion Edgar, and this is Fear the Weird. Do you believe there's more to life than what we're told? Do you have burning questions about hidden and controversial topics? Subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification to unravel the mysteries of life and the universe. Throughout history, man has witnessed supernatural events that most of the time have no scientific explanation. And in times of creepypastas, internet and technology, the dissemination of these appearances has become increasingly popular. With the increasing numbers of searches for such matters, people are confused about what is myth and what is true. One of those supernatural cases that raised fear and curiosity in thousands of people around the world was the story of the Slender Man. As the name suggests, he's generally described as a tall, thin man with abnormally long arms who can extend to intimidate or capture his victims. He has a white head with no face and no hair, and is always wearing a dark suit and a red tie. His most frequent appearances are said to be in the woods, camouflaging himself amidst the trees. Many people also reported seeing black tentacles protruding from his back and blending in with the tree branches. Several reports pointed out that the creature targeted children and adolescents. Using his outstretched arms, he hypnotizes his victims, leaving them totally helpless. After that, nobody knows what Slender Man does with his victims. They simply disappear without a trace. Where did this story come from? When was the first time he was seen? Luckily, we found some answers. There have been some reports of witnesses related to Slender Man throughout history. An example of this is in the first tarot decks dating from the 14th century in a black forest in southern Germany. In this deck, there is a scary creature very similar to the Slender Man called the Ritter, the Knight. These cards represents death. In writings from that time, this horrendous figure is found kidnapping children from their parents' arms. But the real reason why many people are so afraid of this supernatural being really started on 10th of June 2009. There is a website called Something Awful that has lots of curiosities, humor, mysteries and forums on various subjects. On the 8th of June 2009, a contest was launched in its forums for people to make montages in photographs, inserting supernatural entities in them. On the 10th, a user named Victor Surge sent 2 images of a group of children with an elongated creature behind them. It was written below the photos: "We didn't want to go. We didn't want to kill them, but its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time." 1983, photographer unknown, presumed dead. Since then, the photos started going viral on the internet, and many who had access doubted whether it was really a montage or if the photos were real. Then things started to get really weird. One case that generated immense repercussions and that still gets the attention of thousands of people was the Marble Hornets series. This is a YouTube channel that's left many people scared to death, with 87 videos published between 20th of June 2009 and 20th of June 2014. These videos report in a kind of visual diary the recording tapes that were left by Alex, a student of cinema that directed a project called Marble Hornets, production of an independent and of a low-cost film. His friend Jay kept the tapes, as Alex threatened to burn them without any explanation. Alex looked like he was being chased by someone. Jay realized this and started watching these tapes to try to find the problem. After a while, Jay started to get confused and believed that what was chasing Alex was after him too. This was another important step to spread the Slender Man story over the internet, and it really worked. After repercussions reached thousands of people, they restarted to create contents on the internet talking about him. But what really caught the attention was a documentary called Slender Suits. The darkest part of the video is an audio that has been stored for more than 20 years and has only just been revealed. In the audio, a police officer interrogates a father of a missing girl abducted by what it is believed to be the Slender Man.
Okay, we're recording now. Thomas, would you like to start from the beginning?
Okay. My daughter Jessica, she'd been outside playing at a friend's house, and we only lived up the street. They actually only lived up the street, I'm sorry. It started to get dark out, and I had called her friend's parents that she needed to get home. They told me that she left over a half hour ago. Well, they're only a 5-minute walk away.
Is this where you left the house looking for her?
Yes. We live in a wooded area, and I knew she liked playing there with friends, but going alone didn't make sense.
Okay, so what happened next?
I was calling Jessica's name, and it had been really getting dark out now. I was walking through the woods, looking and listening to anything. I remember suddenly feeling sick, like nauseous in the stomach, like I wanted to throw up. That thing! That nightmare! Jessica's clothes. One of its hands.
Okay. Can you please describe what he looked like?
It was tall. It appeared to be wearing a suit, but there's no way it was human. There's no way. The arms are almost to the ground. I've never seen anything like it.
It's okay, Thomas. You can continue.
That horrible face just staring at me. But no, there was no face. There was no eyes. What did I see?
Thomas, please calm your...
No! It took my Jessica! It's now coming for me! I can't sleep! I can't live! You don't know! Oh God! Oh God!
Thomas, calm down!
Ah! It's right there!
He needs the pain. Cautious. Hold it!
Even in the face of videos, photographs and bizarre reports from people who saw the Slender Man, nothing was worse than the case of the girls from Wisconsin in the United States in 2014. Morgan and Anissa were very close friends and always sought to know more about the Slender Man. They became devout to the story and believed that if they could please him, they could be his servants. The girls were only 12 years old. One of them said that she saw the Slender Man in her dreams, that he was watching her, that he could read her mind and teleport. One day they decided to invite Peyton, a classmate, to celebrate Morgan's birthday at her home. Totally innocent, Peyton accepted the invitation. The next morning, the three of them went to the woods to walk and play as all children of their age usually do. But what nobody expected was that Morgan would stab Peyton 19 times. The attack took place in a local toilet. Anissa told the police she chose that location because she knew there was a drain there where the victim's blood would drain. The case exploded on television and social media. Several American newspapers released the information. Fortunately, Peyton survived the attack despite being terribly injured and losing a lot of blood. She managed to crawl to the side of the road and was rescued by a cyclist who called the police. Morgan and Anissa were arrested near Interstate 94. The knife used in the crime was still in Morgan's possession. According to the girls, all they did was fulfill one of the Slender Man's requests to be able to access his secret hiding place, which, according to the legend, was somewhere in Nicolet National Forest in Wisconsin. In December 2017, Anissa was sentenced to 25 years in prison in a psychiatric institution after pleading guilty as an accessory to intentional homicide. In February 2018, Morgan was sentenced to 40 years in prison in a mental hospital. The judge said the measure was taken to protect the community and ensure that there is no repeat offense. The girl's case received wide repercussion in the media, mainly through debate about the role of the internet in society and how it can have a negative influence on the formation of youth psychology. In dramaturgy, films and series portrayed the crime. About 7 weeks after the attack that almost took her life, Peyton went back to school. Do you believe Slender Man's story is true? Leave your comments below and subscribe for future videos.